in the studio is actually two guys who perform together kind of regularly. Together they're Without Seymour, but sitting across from me is Oscar Herrera, the man in black today.
Hi.
Hi, Oscar. And also you're the guitarist for the group.
Right.
And then we have Steve Sneeden, who, am I correct, you're the mastermind of the group? You're the brain of the group?
No, I'm the gravy.
You're the gravy?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the meat and potatoes.
Okay, we'll get to you in a moment, okay? The group call themselves...
But today they're not Seymour.
Today
they
they're
usually
without.
But today they are Seymour.
No, they are Without Seymour today.
They're still
without Seymour.
Where's Seymour?
Yeah. Seymour's still not here. Well,
No, he
Seymour's
may not ever be.
where is he?
I think they found him somewhere in the Ozarks. So he was sighted out there recently, but
Hanging
that's
out
the
with a
last
fellow
sighting.
named Godot, I assume.
Theater joke. Good.
I'm getting in a better mood already.
Now, are you an acoustic act? How do you classify what you do?
We gave it a name the last... What was it?
Heavy acoustic?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I
Heavy
guess
acoustic?
Heavy acoustic.
Okay.
It bounces back and forth what we call ourselves.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, let's just go right into something. I imagine you do all original material.
Yeah.
Finally. Hey,
Yeah.
This is called New Traditions, the program, where we ask someone to do traditionally oriented music, but it has to be new, it has to be original, and finally we have someone to do... You do any traditional songs, any old songs?
We don't know any old songs. We only know our own songs.
You only know old songs.
Right now we're only performing one cover, which is an Elton John song. And
Famous folk artist.
Selling out. You're selling out, huh?
Yeah, we're selling out.
We also do every now and then an a cappella version. Well, I don't want to mention that too. Yeah. A song from Herrera.
Yeah.
Hi.
Frank Hills.
All right, so I'll tell you, let's hear a sample of your music, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, this first one's called America's for Sale.
America's for sale, put your money down. America's for sale, put your money down. Sailors running till there's nothing left. America's for sale. America's for sale, put your money down. America's for sale, put your money down. Sailors running till we're red as hell. Come on and ring the bells. You got the cash, I'm sure we can work it out. Easy payment plan is what we're all about. So don't leave here empty-handed. America's for sale. America's for sale. Put your money down. America's for sale. Put your money down. Liberty is on the auction block. America's for sale. You see something that you might like for your army. If you don't see it here, it might have been sold to your enemy. So hurry up, your rivals are landing. America's for sale. The fever's hit and they're all running to the market. First come, first served, and all these shiny rockets. Here, let me give you a bigger bag. America's for sale. America's for sale. Put your money down. America's for sale. Put your money down. The sailor's running till there's nothing left. America's for sale. America's for sale. Put your money down. America's for sale. Put your money down. Sailors running till we're red as hell. Come on and ring the bells. America's for sale. America's for sale. America's for sale. America's for sale.
Wonderful.
There we go.
That was great. You guys, it looks like you really work hard. I mean, the veins popping at it, and your throat gets sore.
Dynamic tension.
That's the whole thing. You know, seeing a live music, you're privy to all sorts of things you just don't get on the record,
Like bulging veins.
bulging veins, straining for those high notes, losing control of your pick.
That was planned. That's planned improvisation.
Oh, yeah.
To make it look spontaneous.
Yeah, go for the loose feeling.
We actually kind of go for a sort of calculated unprofessionalism here on the show ourselves.
Yeah, we saw that. I can understand.
Is it really noticeable? Something like that?
Well, to train professionals like ourselves,
see.
yeah.
Which part is noticeable, the unprofessionalism or the calculated?
I think it's the toys on the counter. That's a big giveaway.
How do we get to win one of those?
Well, we
I
have
want
a
this
drawing
package
at the.
of gel here.
That's in case there's a little, things get a little slow and we need a sort of an audio-visual part. This is our psychedelic
sort of like a
effect.
lava light.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Pretty neat, huh?
Yeah.
Groovy.
We'll do that while you're singing.
Let's do White
Pretty
Rabbit.
cool, man. Huh?
I think my favorite is the flipper-clad
out of
Cupid.
Oh, come on. Let's get some order here. Come on, guys. Settle down. This is a TV
Hey,
show.
yeah.
So,
Let's get serious.
yeah.
Oh, God.
Now, you guys are called Without Seymour. Is that the name of... Well, how'd you come up with that name, Without Seymour?
We used to be with Seymour, then he left, and then we were without
The
him.
name stuck. I guess you like the group better without Seymour.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
we haven't called him back. Or we would have named ourselves Let's Get Seymour Back.
He had filthy habits and everything. See, we used to live in an apartment together when we first started out. We had high aspirations for music and everything. And this guy was like a total slob.
Yeah, he was into a heavy rock and roll lifestyle, television's out the window and exploding waterbeds.
And as you
all
can
that.
see, we're kind of
Did he play the drums?
low-key. Yeah.
You're like, okay.
Of course.
But he had no rhythm. No rhythm? I don't have any rhythm, but I
So
don't
why was
play
he in the
anything,
group in the
so
first
it's okay.
place?
Because we were friends.
He had drums.
Oh, yes,
And, he paid a third of the rent, and and
He said, "Can you play him?" Well, no, but I can learn. Oh, great.
and I'll pay a third of the rent.
Did he write any songs with you?
yes, but we never used them.
So, this is fascinating. So where is Seymour now?
He was with Godot,
Man,
wasn't
we
he?
covered that.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, how'd you know there was a theater?
He's very
He's
transient.
an ex-theater person.
Oh, you're in the theater.
I'm now out of
I
theater.
was very impressed with these guys. I knew right away I was going to like these guys because they'd heard of me. They were abreast of my career.
We read all
on
your
this
books.
You wrote The Raven, didn't you?
He said, "We heard that name before." I said, "High school English class."
There was a whole week of movies based on your book once I saw with Vincent Price.
So
yeah, great stuff.
it's becoming clear to me that when you guys are not performing, you have other interests in your life.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
So what do you do when you're not playing?
Working.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
Well, I guess, do you want to share? Is it private, or you want to share with us what you do when you're
You
not?
start off. Your jobs are always very interesting.
Well,
Jobs.
Yeah, he's had like 300 jobs.
Holding one?
let's see.
What's the latest? The
yeah,
last?
Well, the last one I did was actually an acting job for the Historical Museum of South Florida. No, actually, the last job I had was jury duty, but that doesn't quite count. That's not
Pays real
voluntary,
well.
really. Yeah, $30 a day. Yeah. The last job I had was acting in a one-man play for the Historical Museum for kids in South Florida. But immediately before that, you ever been in a shopping mall where you see this guy with like foam airplanes and he throws them and they go in
Yeah,
loops?
sure.
Well, I did that, and that was right before
Well, that
that.
takes some skill for
Yeah.
you.
You threw that airplane.
Yeah,
Wow,
many,
that's
many,
pretty good.
many
I
times.
wondered how.
He did it for 2 months and made $16,000.
Now the IRS is going to track him down.
So you sold them? You didn't do much selling. All you do is
No,
throwing.
well, it
Scene,
wasn't,
you
it
made
was
all
a
that
selling
money
job.
for
I had
throwing an
to
airplane?
talk about it and throw it at the same time. And you do it 12 hours a day, 2 months, 7 days a week.
In Maine.
And you have to, in Maine, okay, and I had to act like I was having the most fun I've ever had in my life. Like, isn't this toy the best thing you've ever seen?
You ever
You know?
say to yourself,
Why didn't you just think about the $16,000?
How- well, because writers are supposed to be impoverished, and singers were supposed to be like, living
well, when
on
you
somebody's
were selling
apartment
these
floor.
airplanes, did you ever say to yourself, these guys are buying airplanes, it's going to be in their closet for the next 3 years and I'm weak?
Well, it was an impulse item, an
Yeah.
impulse Christmas item, very, very inexpensive, and
Well, that's a great job.
Inexpensive.
It's a
Baloney,
great
yeah.
if
job.
somebody's going to do it as much as I did, there must be, something.
So
a
maybe
little
you
bit
could
wrong
do
with
that
it.
full time, go to different malls.
No, I don't think so.
Actually, I had an acting job once demonstrating computers.
Did you?
Paid very well.
What was
also.
the company?
I'll go into the sum.
It was Shopping Center
Apple
Network.
Computer. In fact, these pens,
Yeah.
these red pens, you see they're red? They're red because I got them.
Apple
they,
Red.
they were paid for by Apple
excuse
Computer.
me, Alan,
to
you're the co-host, you're not the guest. So if we
Sorry.
can please continue with
No,
Without
I was,
Seymour.
I was
Conversation
interested.
here.
You were interested?
I wasn't.
Oh.
No, I wasn't interested. I've heard the story. Of course, you haven't heard the story, but
Okay.
I don't care anymore. So, Oscar, do you have, when you're not singing, is there something that you do?
Yeah, I work at the Miami Herald.
Oh, you know? Oh, you do, really?
Yeah.
Wonderful paper. How come we're not in their TV guide?
I don't know. That's not my
Gee.
section.
Let me, I want to show you this. Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah, I designed that.
Okay,
But it wasn't
I
for the
knew.
Miami Herald.
It wasn't. Let
It
me
was
show
for
this
my
real quick.
previous job.
This is what Oscar always does as well as print. What is this called? Layout, printing design, or something?
Graphic design.
This was for the radio station WLRN, of course.
You did that?
Yeah.
That's the Friends of LRN is one of the sponsors of New Traditions,
Very
this
nice.
program.
Hmm.
So you are talented, obviously,
Hmm.
beyond your singing
Right.
and guitar playing. Great, thanks. Well, that's very nice of you. So how about, you want to hear another song, or you have
I was
something
going to
more?
say, since you brought up WLRN, we could get back to that WDNA article that we promised that we would mention, but we could have a song first. And then
I'd like to hear a song rather than
All
hearing
right.
you talk on and on and on.
Well, how much time do we have?
don't know.
Oh, plenty. Go ahead. You guys play all you want.
This next one is called, what's this called? Flores. What are you introducing? Say what
Okay,
it's about.
Flores para los Muertos means flowers for the dead. And it's taken from a Tennessee Williams play. A character had a very small role, and I created a life for her, and just...
What's the name of the play?
Oh, the name of the play is Streetcar Named Desire, very obscure play.
Wait a minute, I have to get this straight. See, I asked the question. Yes, that was great. Thank you.
Yeah,
Anyway, as I was saying, thank
That's
you
a
for
good
helping.
blank.
Thank you for helping asking me what the name of the play was. But I'm the co.
You want to hear my
guest.
Stanley? Oh, really? Big clumsy fingers.
Okay.
I'll just sit here and be quiet, Alan. Excuse
So anyways, this...
Oh.
Oh,
I
God,
like
look at
that.
this.
That was good.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Gumby took a dive. Oh, that's Mr. Bill. Okay. This is called
right, all
Flores
right,
para
all right.
los Muertos, Flowers for the Dead.
Good to consider Gumby.
Again she walks through the quarter of specters, nights lit with neon that she'll never see. With a basket of flowers she passes verandas that echo a chorus she sings endlessly. Flores para los muertos. Flores para los muertos. She sings at the noises of lovers and drunkards. She offers her flowers to those who will hear. She winds her way through the streets of New Orleans, the stinging of smoke, the stench of old beer. Flores para los muertos. Flores para los muertos. The morning light's bodies entangled and sweating, and broken glass clutters the doorways of drink. A tiny apartment, a blind girl is sleeping and dreaming in colors, bright yellow and pink. Flores para los muertos. Flores para los muertos. Flores
Muy bien.
Very good, very good.
Bailen todos.
Baile, canta.
I had trouble understanding that chorus. You guys got to work on your diction a little bit. It sounded-
You two do harmonize very well. You've worked together a lot.
Yeah, like 2 days before we came here, and then
Whenever we find we're going to do something, we rehearse for 2
Did it
days.
just did it just click? I mean, when you started singing together, did you hear that harmonizing, that kind of?
yeah,
Well, first off,
I was on the
yeah.
verge of tears. I was.
Get out your hankies. No, but first, Oscar had a band that he was in the studio with for a long time. He had another band that was pretty popular, but then he formed another band that never got out. They recorded in the studio for a long time, and we would kind of go over his songs a little bit, you know. And I liked singing his songs, and finally one day he said, you harmonize pretty good, you know. It's kind of fun, and I'm sick of working with bands. They're always late, and it's too much to get them together. Let's try doing it this way.
Is this some sort of trend? I know off the top of my head, I don't know if our audience knows it, but the Indigo Girls and Sweethearts of the Rodeo,
Yeah.
although they're women, it's just duos, and they focus on the harmonizing and the acoustic guitar. Is this just something you fell into, or are you trying to capture a trend, or has work come easier to you since you're just a duo and not the band?
No, it's just this is more practical.
Yeah, I think we noticed a trend after not the trend followed us, but we.
Tracy Chapman heard us, remember?
Yeah, and then she became popular. She heard our stuff. She was a heavy metal artist, Tracy Chapman first.
We wrote Fast Car.
Yeah. Little known fact.
It's just like those big artists to leave these unknowns in their wake.
That's true.
It's-
And she still owes us money. She
It's
doesn't-
nice too. Also, I was talking about Elvis Presley doing a tribute, and the WDNA psychic saying that perhaps you could get him on the show. Elvis took Big Mama Thornton's, Hound Dog, the Hound Dog song, Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog, and plenty of white groups took black blues artist songs. So it's nice to
so
know that
many.
there's black artists now stealing stuff from
us.
poor white people.
From us,
Yeah,
that's
that's
true.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that's nice.
It's funny
It's a reverse
listening to all
influence.
the like English bands in the '60s doing the blues. You know, like I found it kind of comical. A lot of people thought it was really authentic and cool. You know, but it just doesn't quite come off, I think.
Okay. We're speaking with Without Seymour. Oscar and Steve make
It's on
up
the
band.
TV there. You don't have to say that.
Well, I'm saying it for my
For
sake.
the sight
But I
impairment.
should also say
Follow the
Without
bouncing
Seymour-
ball. S-T-E-V.
Without Seymour is from South Florida, right? Oh, you both live here, right?
Right.
Yeah,
And
right.
this is New Traditions, the program where we feature culture and new traditions from our area, from this area. New Traditions, South Florida, and you're from this area. We only have a few minutes left in the show, Alan. Do you want to get this off your chest so you won't bother with it anymore?
Or we could leave it till the next show, 2 minutes from now.
We could, well, let me
Of course,
thank
it's
our
going to be
guests for
really old
coming.
news by the time it gets. I mean, it's already fairly old news
Well,
even
do
though
you-
it's hot now. By the time this is aired.
I personally think it's not even worth mentioning, but if it means that much to you.
Really? You better placate me, Mr. Stock, after
All right.
kicking
well,
me off the last
Before we do
show.
that, Alan, I'll let you do this for the last few minutes of the show, and then hopefully our listeners
Well,
will
they can do
keep,
another
stay
song.
with
We'll
us.
talk about it next show.
We only
We'll
have
talk
3
about it
minutes.
next
Do you have a minute song, a 2-minute long song?
How much?
We could do Twain.
Okay.
Twain. Okay, here's
Is that
here's
quick?
Without Seymour.
Yeah. This one Steve wrote. It's called Mark Twain, right? Or just Twain?
Just Twain.
Okay.
Did you fall in love with the river? Did it whisper its truth as you did for me? Did you ever feel more alive? The nights when that river was too black to see, still you knew secrets black water could tell. I wish I knew you as well. Still you knew secrets black water could tell. I wish I knew you as well. Oh, Twain, the thread of your life touches mine, stitched in the curtains of time. But the curtains are closed and they won't let me through to reach on back a picture of you on a postcard, stuck between pages, still warm from your pen. One night I swear I saw you move. Funny how some things just happen, ain't it? Funny how awkward a moment can be. Funny the way you move me. Funny how awkward a moment can be. Funny the curtains are closed and they won't let me through to reach on back. So I'm writing letters from the earth to find you in places you'd lost your belief in. Hey Samuel, some things are eternal, like paddle boats and rivers and huckleberry fit. Hey, maybe we'll meet on that river. 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 Oh, Twain, the twin of your tongue touches mine, stitched in the curtains of time. The curtains are closed and they won't let me through to reach on back.
Ooh, I messed up.
Oh, good, because we're out of time. That's it.
Without Seymour.
Thank you very much. Tune in next week.
Making us
I'm sorry.
Tell them when we're on, Mr. Stein.
Without Seymour, tune in every week at this time. Thanks for tuning in. See you next
Or
week.
Monday or Tuesday or Thursday night.
Without Seymour.
Are we still on? Monday at 10:30, Tuesday at 2:30, and these are both in the morning or afternoon, and Thursday night at 10. Yeah? Oh, yeah. I'm getting a request to play the Jaws harp. Can't refuse. Stay tuned next week for the Talk About WDNA's article here.
And the folk pygmies.
It's going to be good. And the folk pygmies. And who else?
That's it.
That's it.
Shut up.
And shut up. I don't know.